In this video, we're going to go ahead and knock out the answers for this guided homework worksheet. It's about t-tests, and we're going to do them in SPSS, statistician's favorite buddy. Okay, so there's three different types of t-tests: a one-way, an independent samples, and a paired t-test. We're going to go over them one at a time. Here's my data set. You should be able to download it from the Canvas course, but let's go ahead and get started. Number one, the Kolmogorov-Smirnov test of normality. These are the Russian guys. We just normally call it the KS test, but will tell you if your continuous variable is normal or not. And then the next one, question two, it's the Shapiro-Wilk test of normality. And in SPSS, you can do them at the same time. And normally they agree, not all the time. The difference between the two is the Kolmogorov, the Russian test, is supposed to be used with a big sample size. Depends which book you read. But if your sample size is like 200 or above, you're supposed to use the Russian guys. And if it's less than 200, you're supposed to use the Shapiro-Wilk test. But again, it depends which book you read. I've seen the numbers change on what makes a large and sample size and what makes a small sample size. But normally they agree. So let's go ahead and remind you what a normal distribution looks like. You should know by now, it looks like this bell curve. What it means in regular English is that the data set in a variable, most of it should be relatively close to the mean. That's what a normal definition is. Hopping over to the SPSS data. So, first things first, categorical variables, that's what these are, right? SPSS calls them nominal, aren't checked for normality. They're categorical variables. There's no such thing as a normal categorical variable. It just makes no sense. But the rest of these are, right? We marked them as scale. Scale is the same as continuous or ratio. And let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go to Analyze. We're going to go up here to Descriptive Statistics. It's off screen. You're going to scroll to the right, go down to Explore. Just remember, Dora the Explorer. And we're going to put them all. I click the top one, hit the Shift, click the bottom. You're supposed to get them all in between. Let's try that again. Boom, there you go. And over on the plot side, you're going to unclick the stem and leaf and click the histogram. Remember, histograms are going to be used a lot in this class. And your normality plots. And we click OK. Here's your SPV. That's your output file for SPSS. It always gives you a count on how many cases we have, and we have 101 subjects. And those are the variable names. There's the descriptives, the mean, the mode, all that other good stuff. Measures of central tendency, we call those. But here's the money box right there. Bam. It has the Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. Those are the first three columns. The second three columns are the Shapiro-Wilk test. What we're really looking at is the sig value. If the sig value is less than 0.05, that means it violated the assumption. That's true for every assumptions test. You're going to go through a lot of them in your advanced statistics classes. Let me say that again. When you're testing for an assumption, if the sig value or the p-value is less than 0.05, that means you violated that assumption. So according to this, the Russian guys, exam, job satisfaction, depression post, relationship satisfaction, and IQ all violated the assumptions of normality, right? So you see that where it says depression pre, that 200 with an asterisk, that is the software saying that if you had a bigger sample size, it probably would have gone normal. But you can go ahead and use it as normal as it is. And then the Shapiro-Wilk is right next door. And according to the Shapiro-Wilk guys, exam, job satisfaction, depression, post, relationship satisfaction, and IQ scores all violated the assumption because, again, these sig values are less than 0.05. And you notice they normally agree. So IQ scores, they both say violated relationship. They both say violated quality of life, anxiety post, anxiety pre were not violated. They both agree to that. Okay, so, but that's it. All right, there's question number 1.